Mike Giammaresi, Director of Instruction at Regatta Bay in Destin, Florida. Special guest this week at the Punta Mita Resort. I'm out here at the Golf Academy at the other end of our driving range. Got a beautiful morning, but it's a little breezy. We just did some TrackMan work here at the Golf Academy, working on some angle of attack. I'm going to show you how I apply that to a stinger out here on a windy day to help keep a tee ball down low to the ground. So the first thing that we're going to do, obviously everybody knows you got to get the ball back in your stance, but every action in a fundamental change in the golf swing has to have a counteraction. If we move the ball back in our stance, we're going to catch it earlier in the swing arc with a more open face, and it's going to be a steep angle of attack. That's going to shove our initial ball flight out to the right. So I need to keep that in mind when I'm applying that on the golf course. I don't want to aim just straight down the fairway and try to hit this stinger, because I'm going to lose a lot of my ball flight to the right trying to keep it low to the ground since I'm catching it earlier in the swing arc. So I'm going to have a nice wide base. I'm going to take it right at the clubhouse in the distance, but I don't want to aim right at it. I'm going to aim a little bit left because I'm putting this ball so much further back in my stance, catching it steeper and earlier in the arc. That face is going to naturally be a little bit more open, and then I'm just going to hold that face. I'm going to keep the handle ahead of the golf ball coming through impact, and I'm going to hold that face for as long as I can to an abbreviated finish. It's real important to keep that handle ahead moving through the shot, because we don't want to flip it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit one for you. I'm going to get set to my target. I'm going to aim a little left because it's going to shove a little bit right off this steep angle of attack and ball being back in my stance. Nice good turn. An abbreviated finish. That'll keep the ball down and under the wind and in play.